How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Now, I wanted to break down why I feel Leinster lost the game up against Northampton Saints. And I think there's a couple of reasons behind it. So before I continue, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. And a lot of people that do watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if you are enjoying the content, please like and hit that subscribe button. And let's break it down. So first of all, the biggest thing that I could potentially say about why Leinster lost, and honestly, I feel this comes from their lack of playing time. And I just feel that the Leinster A did not have enough time playing at a competitive level prior to the game. And this is why I feel Leinster felt like they were off. There just wasn't that connection, at points when you watch Leinster play, they don't need to speak to understand where they are, where they're going. And I just didn't feel that click. I didn't feel that flair. Obviously, you felt their quality, you felt the players, but there just wasn't that connection there. And I truly do feel it's because they did not play with each other prior. Training and in-game in-game experience, you can say, are two completely different things, right? Having that connection, understanding, having that rhythm, having that flow, right? Playing together would have made a big difference. Honestly, I do feel if the A team had to play up against the Scarlets, come through with a big win, Leinster would have been coming into this Saints game not only on a high. They're going into the game with a little bit more cohesion, a little bit more understanding of who's playing. Get that feeling back, right? And we could have seen a completely different game. We could have seen a completely different Leinster, because ultimately the Saints led Leinster through a vast majority of the game. Leinster kept themselves relevant. But for Tommy Freeman's first half hat trick, right? Um, Pollock's beautiful try, and then just some brilliant performances by the Saints. It Saints were always one step ahead, right? Honestly, I felt there were a couple players that should have started instead of being on the bench. I do feel that Leinster was slow off the mark. I do feel that Leinster underestimated the Saints. They didn't take them 100% seriously. And I don't think they were expecting the Saints to come out this hot and really cause as much damage as they did. Right. But ultimately, Leinster are quality. And we saw this in the scrums, in the breakdown. We saw this at so many points during the game, making themselves an absolute nightmare, being menacing up against the Saints, pushing them back. Joe McCarthy was an absolute monster, gaining meters on every single carry. And it was individual performances that outshone. And then there were some performances like Archie Sneema, who he just didn't perform. Honestly, I do feel that if Geordie Barrett had to start the game, we would have seen a different early game. I do feel that Leinster, they didn't start off as they needed to, and ultimately they were rocked early by the Saints' performance, and I don't think um, they ever truly recovered from that. But later on in the game, they caused some serious problems. And honestly, I'm not lying with you guys. The last 10-15 minutes of the game, I was pacing up and down my garden watching this game. There was that power, and there was the point where the Saints were down two men, but Leinster did not capitalize on it. I do feel they made ridiculous and stupid decisions. They went, they They went to run the ball. They went for tries instead of getting points on the board, which I do feel that, especially late on in the game, if they had to choose differently, we would have seen a Leinster win. Because you got to think they were so close. And the only thing that I was thinking was, please, please, Saints, score a penalty, keep within that one try distance, right? Keep within that one try distance so that even if Leinster do score a try, we would be safe. But Leinster were resilient and they fought their backsides off. And the moment they got themselves a try, I was like, oh my word, this is not happening. This is not happening. And there was a point where Leinster could have, they could have taken the option for the penalty, but they decided to run it. Prendergast put it in the corner, and what came of it? The Saints ultimately turned over the ball and put it out. This could have been a completely different game. There were stupid decisions by Leinster, right? There were performances that were not acceptable by Leinster standards. And honestly, I feel it's ring rust. They did not have enough playing time on the pitch up against competition and then expecting them to come red line playing their best rugby on the day. I think that there was a comment, it just pops in my head now. One of my comments actually said James Lowe actually played more international rugby for bloody Ireland than what he has for Leinster. Now, I don't know how much truth that is, but it sounds about right. And honestly, I feel there's a difference between resting your players and not playing them, right? 2 to 3 weeks not playing your A team, in my opinion, is not right. But again, that's me. I'm just a, I'm, I'm just an avid fan of rugby. Do I have any coaching qualifications? No. Have I watched rugby since I was very young? Yes. So, although some of you guys might disagree with you, some of you guys might agree with me, but ultimately, look, the Saints came through. We could have seen a completely different game. And I truly, truly believe this would have been a different game if we had to see Leinster A playing in their past, even in their last game. Just get themselves ready, get themselves loose with that with the Scarlets game, coming in with big momentum, coming in with just with a little oomph to it, you know. But they came off cold, and that shows in this game. That really does show. They were not match ready, in my opinion. But again, it's just me. I don't feel Leinster were match ready. Now, obviously, I want to hear from you, Leinster fans, anybody that's actually made it this far. Do you think that's right? Would you prefer to have your B team play than expect your A team to be redlining, playing at their best on the day? Or would you have preferred to see more players playing? Because the Saints, a majority of their players, a majority of the people that punctured Leinster, a lot of players that put Leinster to the sword, were playing in the last few games for the Saints. They were playing together. They were competing with each other. They were playing competitive test rugby. I say test rugby, but they were playing competitive rugby. They were playing Premiership rugby. They were playing Champions Cup rugby. They were playing rugby, not training. And again, Leinster did not feel like they were ready for it. The Saints, they felt free. They had lovely flow to the way that they played. That allowed Alex Mitchell to really set his game up to work. Finn Smith's kicking was just on point. He just felt right. That combination of Alex Mitchell, Finn Smith, and Tommy Freeman just felt right. So Guys, I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe, as it really helps my channel grow. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys think. Maybe you think I'm talking absolute BS, in which case I want to hear in the comment section below. I am not hating on Leinster. Not by any means am I hating on Leinster. I just feel something needs to happen and Leo Cullen needs to make changes, because this is becoming tradition. They haven't won the Champions Cup since, what, 2020, 2021? This is becoming tradition. Stupid decisions, stupid times. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Catch you guys later. Bye.